corn. It's the grain behind your tortilla, your soda, your gas tank, and even your cosmetics. But now, this golden crop is at the center of a trade disaster. The US corn empire crumbling, international buyers walking away, and Canada quietly cashing in with billion-dollar wins. This isn't just a farm story, it's about global power, collapsing trade, and a crop that could decide the future of food. Before we dive into the trade war, let's rewind. This is how corn is grown, from seed to silo. Soil testing and preparation comes first. Fields are tested for nutrients and tilled for drainage and root growth. Next up is seed planting, usually from April to May. Farmers plant hybrid seeds chosen for high yield and resistance to drought and pests. Precision planters ensure perfect seed depth and spacing. Shoots break the surface within 7 to 10 days. Farmers apply nitrogen and keep pests under control. Corn pollinates itself as tassels release pollen onto silks. Each silk becomes a kernel. Bad pollination means low yield. Kernels mature, moisture decreases, and color changes from milky to golden. So during the fall, it's time for the harvest. Combines harvest the corn, which is then dried and stored in silos. Now, where does all that corn go, you might wonder? Well, about 60% of it becomes animal feed for cows, pigs and chickens. Quite a lot, eh? Then a good portion goes into biofuel, like ethanol, which is blended into gasoline across North America. Of course, corn finds its way onto our tables too, in things like cornmeal, tortillas, chips, cereals and syrup. And let's not forget, industry cornstarch is used in glue, plastics and even makeup. It's everywhere, really. Looking at the global stage in 2024, the United States leads the pack, producing about 380 million metric tons. Next is China, with roughly 280 million. Brazil follows with 125 million. Then comes the European Union, mainly France and Romania, at around 60 million. Argentina turns out about 55 million, and Canada, though further down the list at 15 million, is climbing fast. Quite the competition, if you ask me. These are the real power players, the companies that own the seeds, the fields and, well, the deals. Cargill from the United States, it's one of the world's largest privately held firms and a massive exporter and processor of corn and corn-based products. Then there's Archer Daniels Midland, or ADM, also from the US. This lot controls corn refining, ethanol and animal feed production on a global scale. Bunge Limited, operating in both the US and Brazil, plays a huge role in Latin America and has a strong influence in Brazil's recent corn surge. Over in the Netherlands, the Louis Dreyfus Company trades and processes millions of tons of corn all around the world. Nutrien from Canada, while mainly known as a fertilizer giant, actually supports corn producers and really benefits from Canada's growing export market. And of course, Bayer Monsanto, based in Germany and the US, sells genetically modified corn seeds across the globe. So these companies, they control the pipelines of global corn, from seed genetics to silo storage to, international shipping. So why is the United States, home of the Corn Belt, suddenly losing ground? Well, droughts and overfarming have stressed yields. Quality concerns, including mold and contamination, led buyers like China and Japan to reject entire shipments. Then there's the trade war fallout. Tariffs and political tensions scared away long-term buyers. And yeah, price hikes. Higher fuel and labor costs made US corn more expensive than competitors. The result? Corn is sitting in silos, unbought, farmers are losing income, exports are down by double digits. While the United States scrambles, Canada made its move, signed new trade deals with Asia and Europe, exported clean, stable, affordable corn. Countries like Mexico, Japan and South Korea started importing Canadian corn instead of American. In just 12 months, Canadian corn exports surged 38%. It's a massive win for Canadian farmers, and a huge loss for US trade dominance. What does this mean for the rest of us? Your grocery prices may rise as corn shortages affect meat, dairy, snacks and gas. US farmers may be forced to cut back or shut down. Canada's agriculture sector is gaining power and political influence globally. Corn is no longer just a crop, it's currency. From farm to factory to fallout, corn built economies and fed nations. But now it's revealing fractures in global trade and exposing which countries are ready for the next era. The United States has the land, Canada has the leverage, and the world is watching who will lead the next corn revolution. Drop a comment. Is this the end of US dominance or just a reset? Like, share and subscribe for more stories of how food, farming and power intersect and how giants are made.